napakinggan ko yung interview ni Manong Chavit sa Bilyonaryo na pag kumandidato po daw po kayo sa 2028, full support po daw po siya sa iyo. Dahil nagka-amnesia na daw po si Alzheimer na si BBM. Ano po masasabi niyo kay Manong Chavit?
Well, nagpapasalamat ako kay former Governor Chavit Singson. In fact, tumatawag siya sa akin twice bago yan lumabas ang interview. Tumawag siya sa akin. Twice ko din na hindi nakatanggap yung call niya, na-miss call lang siya. Tapos nung nag-message naman ako sa kanya na tatawag ako, hindi na siya nakasagot, baka busy din kasi. So, nagpapasalamat ako sa kanyang support. At isa siya sa mga tao na kilala ko na maayos kausap at may prinsipyo na tao.
Ma'am, was PRRD in a better mood today than yesterday?
Yes. Today was a very good day and a very productive visit. So I'm happy that we discussed so many things.
That's good.
Because I was with my son. So we discussed about sports, we discussed about education, we discussed about scholarships and who should benefit from scholarships. And then we discussed about girlfriends. He will grow up, and then PRD gave him tips and gave him advice about relationships.
So talagang it was your son that was the joy of his day today?
Yes, everything was, all our discussion revolved around the life of a young boy, his father's. And then he was visibly pleased when he saw his grandchild. Because he's tall already. The last time he saw him was not that tall. He's 5'5" now at 12.
Wow. Tatangkad pa siya.
Sa politika po,
politics. Meron siya nabanggit about Marcos Patayo kung nasa yung mga binanggit niya, alam niyo naman na lahat yun kasi nakita niyo naman kung ano nangyayari sa bansa natin. And you mentioned drugs as well in the current state of our country.
Any questions? VP, may tanong po. Congratulations for the Office of the Vice President for receiving an unmodified statement from the opinion from COAP, for 3 straight years under your leadership. What's your opinion with respect to this?
Well, it shows the transparency and accountability and the compliance of the Office of the Vice President with all the regulations required by law. So we are thankful for the hard work. I am thankful for the hard work of the Office of the Vice President.
VP, how was your trip in South Korea? Could you tell us about your trip?
I did not go to South Korea.
Oh yeah, or your Malaysia. You're at last
Australia.
Yeah. But you answered a lot of questions about Australia already, so it's already in the past. But are you planning to visit other countries?
Yes, ma'am. There is a Filipino community event already confirmed on July 27.
Oh yeah, that's the one. So ano pong gagawin doon? Just a community event?
It's a Filipino community program. They organized it and we were invited as the speakers. Yes.
Does it mean po, sorry, go ahead.
Yes, we confirmed on the schedule because I wanted to thank the Filipino community as well in South Korea. Personally, thank them. I've always been thanking and I've always expressed my gratitude to the Filipino communities worldwide. But when we receive invitations, we really try to accommodate it so that we can personally thank everyone.
Does it mean po ba na doon po kayo sa South Korea during the SONA of the President?
During the SONA, I'll be traveling back to the Philippines. That travel.
Vice President, ano po yung reaction ninyo? What does it mean when you told your spokesperson of the Office of the Vice President about Rua Castelo, that she will not be the top dog of the office of the Vice President. What's the motivation behind this?
Oo, because her job is for the institution, is for the office of the Vice President. No? It's not political, it's not for me. So, that is why we only bring good news, accomplishments, and announcements of the office of the Vice President.
Not the other woman.
Nag-aatake sa inyo.
We do not want to besmirch the reputation of our office.
VP, speaking po ng kay spokesperson Castelo, so nabanggit po niya na meron daw pong additional 7 million pesos sa budget ng OVP for next year. So ngayon po ang current budget na na-approve ng DBM ay 903 million. And sabi po ni spokesperson Castelo, for additional employees daw po and other IT equipment, yung sa cost na yun. So saan po gagamitin exactly yung IT equipment? Tsaka ano po yung purpose ng additional employees?
It is best since the office of the Vice President already has a spokesperson, no? And she has been allowed to discuss matters regarding everything about the office. So let's just direct the questions to her when she does her press con. She will conduct a regular press con.
VP, I know this question has been asked many times. Yung impeachment na nakahang pa rin sa'yo, how are you going to address the allegations of, for example, fictitious names as beneficiaries of the fund?
It can be very well addressed during trial. So our lawyers are preparing for the trial and collecting pieces of evidence and gathering affidavits from witnesses that they will present during trial. But let me just say this, no? I think it is wrong for everyone to pick up as truth or as a fact all the pronouncements of the members of the House of Representatives, particularly with fictitious names, because there are rules in intelligence operations, and you already heard some of intelligence people who work in intelligence saying that aliases are often used in intelligence operations.
So it can be deduced that the fictitious names are not real names but aliases.
That can be discussed during the trial. I do not want to elaborate on intelligence operations. We have an intelligence expert on our side, two actually, who will be our resource persons. So let us wait for the trial. And as I said yesterday, if there is no trial, then I will answer it publicly. I just want to wait what will happen to the articles of impeachment.
Ma'am, regarding naman po sa case ng inyong aba, so yung defense team po, si Attorney Kaufman, he seeks to present po yung Senate findings ng committee po or ng panel po ni Senator Amy Marcos. So napag-usapan po ba ninyo ni Senator Marcos nung magkasama po kayo sa Malaysia? Tsaka sa tingin po ninyo, ano po ba magiging epekto nitong paggamit nung kung papayagan po magamit itong panel report dun sa ICC case?
Not discussed the findings of the committee of Senator Marcos. I do not know. They had a private meeting. Kaufman and Senator Marcos had a private meeting here in the Hague when she came for the rally. And I do not know what they discussed. And Attorney Kaufman is careful as well on what she discusses with me. Because there are some things, there are many parts of the defense strategy that are confidential and are privileged with the lawyer and client.
Ma'am, kumusta po pala yung inaayos nyong oath-taking for mayor of your father? Is it going to happen?
Hindi po ako nag-aayos ng oath-taking niya, ma'am. Inaasikaso po yun ng kanyang mga abogado sa Pilipinas. So hindi ko po alam kung anong update ng mga lawyers niya sa Pilipinas. Andito po ako para bumisita kay magbigay ng makita ng support.
PP, can I ask question? Nakita niyo po yung mga evidence ni Auntie Claire Castro na half of the evidence po is blanco, na mga barangays that free, drugs free daw po bibi, tapos na masyado daw makapal yung mga list, pero half of that is empty. Ano po masasabi niyo, Ed?
Well, it's not surprising coming from the administration, no? They fabricate many things and many accusations. So
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if they fabricate data with regard to the drugs.
So, sample po to siya bibi ng fake news.
Absent a law on fake news, kung ano yung hindi totoo, hindi truthful, and faithful to the facts, that would be fake
Fake news. Thank you, PP.
I know we ask this all the time. Meron po bang mensahe si President Duterte sa mga kababayan niyo?
Kanina, masyadong mahaba kasi I'm sorry ha. Kanina, he had a message for everyone. It was so long and somehow medyo na I'm so sorry.
Pero VP, to follow up on that, is our former president ever tired of us asking about his message to us? Kasi meron nagtanong.
No. I asked him his message every day. Pero gist ko na lang yung kanina na sinasabi niya. Sinabi niya, lahat ng ginawa niya ay para sa bansa. Sinabi niya, hindi lahat ng mga nakakulong, was directing it to my son actually. Not all people in detention are bad. I am not here because I am a kidnapper, I am a robber, I am a holdover. I am here because I did things for my country. And I do not regret going after criminals and going after people dealing in illegal drugs. Yun yung gist na mga balik.
Pwede ako magtanong tungkol kasi kaibigan mo si Amy Marcos. Kasi palagi ako papunta dito, walang nagtatanong tungkol sa dalawa niyo. Yung nagpunta ka sa Villamor Airways, natanong mo ba ni Amy Marcos na saan siya? Kasi hindi ka pinapasok eh. Tapos yung si Alcotera nakapasok. Yun lang ang tanong ko. Kasi kaibigan mo siya. Di ba kung kaibigan mo siya, nandoon siya sa'yo?
Wait, ma'am, sandali ha.
Kasi
Hindi ko na kasi maalala, ma'am. Tingnan ko lang yung chat natin.
Oo, kasi marami nagtatanong sa akin.
Hanapin ko lang meron kang chat that day. Pero sa maalala ko lang, ma'am. Wait lang.
Hindi pwede i-share BP.
Very important. That is very important because BP is very trusted with Amy Marcos. Baka yan ang manggulo.
Relax lang.
I know.
Wala kami during the ma'am.
That is very important, BP.
Wala, ma'am. Wala kami.
Hindi mo siya natanong.
Natanong, ma'am.
Nasaan siya? Kaibigan siya.
Nakalive pa ka, nakalive pa.
Bakit hindi siya doon sa Villamor Airways? Kung tapat siya sa'yo, tapat siya sa mga Duterte. Kasi nakipag-arigin siya sa'yo, hindi kaibigan mo naman. Ma'am, tapos wala siya sa Villamor Airways.
Hindi naman ako, hindi ako spokesperson ni Senator Amy Marcos. Pero, in fairness to her, ang dami nang wala doon sa Villamor Air Base, ma'am. Ang dami talaga na nagsasabi na para kay President Duterte sila at sumusuporta sila kay President Duterte, pero wala sila doon.
Hindi sila pinapasok.
Sa Villamor Air Base.
Pero ang girlfriend,
Uy! Yes,
BP, ano lang, BP, question lang. Napakinggan ko yung interview ni Manong Chavit sa Bilyonaryo na pag kumandidato po daw po kayo sa 2028, full support po daw po siya sa iyo. Dahil nagka-amnesia na daw po si Alzheimer na si BBM. Ano po masasabi niyo kay Manong Chavit?
Well, nagpapasalamat ako kay former Governor Chavit Singson. In fact, tumatawag siya sa akin twice bago yan lumabas ang interview. Tumawag siya sa akin. Twice ko din na hindi nakatanggap yung call niya, na-miss call lang siya. Tapos nung nag-message naman ako sa kanya na tumatawag ako, hindi na siya makasagot, baka busy din kasi. So, nagpapasalamat ako sa kanyang support. At
Yes.
isa siya sa mga tao na kilala ko na maayos kausap at may prinsipyo na
Yeah,
tao.
apo. Thank you
Ma'am,
po. Yes.
another question. That's 3 years from now, the presidential election. But right now, what does the VP want to do as the Vice President and once and for all address the criticisms that you've been not doing your job but just going around the world? So, ano po yung plano natin?
Yes, ma'am. Very recently, we did our pasidungog, no? Doon sa pasidungog ay binigay na namin yung report namin sa taong bayan kung ano yung isang taon na nangyari sa Office of the Vice President. At binigyan din namin ng recognition yung mga partners namin for the past year sa Office of the Vice President. Since tinanggal na ng House of Representatives or ng Congress yung medical and burial assistance ng Office of the Vice President, ang naiwan na lang sa mga projects namin ay pagbabago yung Miguel Learners sa campaign for education, targeting 1 million school children by 2028 and targeting 1 million trees by 2028. And then ang next namin is ang negosyo na line namin. This is targeting women's association and LGBT groups or individuals who want to access financing for their micro or small enterprises. And then next is we still have our disaster operations center. Yun sila araw-araw yung nagbibigay ng tulong namin kapag merong sunog, may baha, merong evacuees dahil sa pagsabog ng bulkan or dahil sa bagyo, kung ano man yung problem sa area of responsibility nila. And then we also have the Libreng Sakay program. Ito yung mga buses na pinahiram sa Office of the Vice President. So ang ginawa namin ay nilagay namin sila sa mga ruta na kailangan ng commutation, transportation during high traffic hours. And then ang next namin is yung Pansarap program namin. This is the feeding program namin wherein we target school children, malnourished school children. For 120 days, we do our feeding program. In fact, meron kaming quite funny story dito sa Pansarap namin na project, no? Dahil after 120 days, nagkaroon kami ng beneficiary na naging obese ang kanyang weight. So nagka-problema na naman kami kasi sabi nung aming project manager, hindi pwedeng obese ang isang bata. So kailangan din sila pumasok sa weight para sa edad nila. So yun po yung mga projects ongoing for the Office of the Vice President. And dagdag doon sa mga ginagawa ng opisina namin doon sa loob na Office of the Vice President and mga satellite offices namin, no? We have in Pangasinan, in Isabela, in National Capital Region, and then we have Western, Central, and Eastern Visayas. We have BARM, we have Western Mindanao, Southern Mindanao, and Caraga. And Bicol. Yan ang mga ginagawa nila. And then para sa akin, ginagawa namin yung mga invitations na various associations, and then yung invitations ng Filipino communities abroad, mainly to discuss what happened to President Duterte at anong nangyari sa kanyang extraordinary rendition, and yung may justice ng ICC, justice na ginagawa ng ICC, holding an 80-year-old man in detention knowing he has health problems. And then yung discuss din namin during our Filipino community events kung ano ba yung gusto makita ng mga kabayan natin, lahat ng mga OFWs na nakatira o nakatrabaho abroad dahil napakaraming best practices around the globe. And then finally, we discuss what is happening right now in our country. So yan yung mga ginagawa namin.
Ma'am, kailan ang next visit niya?
Wala pa ako schedule kasi medyo mahaba yung schedule ni Veronica dahil full break na niya eh. So, mahaba yung kanyang time.
You will be here, wala lang schedule.
Ano, wala ako dito. Pag wala akong schedule sa bisita, wala din ako dito. Nandito lang ako pag may schedule ako sa bisita.
Ilang days na po, ma'am?
One question, ma'am.
Ilang days na po yung visiting niyo?
4 na.
4 na?
Four
Very
times
good.
a week.
Ma'am, I have a question. As an excellent, hard-working vice president with 3 consecutive unmodified opinion from SOHA, what is your message to your detractors who tries to pull you down to the mat when in fact you're shining like a star?
Sinabi ko na yan.
Beauty queen.
Beauty contest.
Correct.
Beauty queen answer, no? Grabe. No, ano lang, as I said, diba, before, when they started, sabi ko, you just try and drag me to her, then you'll see.
VP, mabuhay ka, mahal ka ng mga Pilipino.
VP, additional, one more question po. VP, kasi di ba since March po, nung dinala sa si former president, and then until na, meron po relatives from the family. Meron na po ba yung estimate kung magkano na po yung nagastos ng family dun sa pagbisita niyo for the past 3 months po?
Ako hindi. Hindi kami nagkukwenta ng gastos namin sa pagbigay ng suporta kay dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte. As I'm sure hindi nagkukwenta ito.
Hindi, wala kami. Bali, personal na sa na question po.
Yeah, speaking of funds, legal funds, how is it that, of course, as the proceedings drag, may legal funds na na-incur with paying the defense team? So, you mentioned before na hati-hati din among the family members. Is the accessing the legal defense fund at the ICC is on the table or still not considering it?
Wala ako. I don't remember anything. I don't remember saying noon na hati-hati kami sa legal funds. Ang legal funds po ay pinag-uusapan ng client at ng lawyer. So, medyo confidential po yun. Sabi ng lawyer kung ano yung pag-usapan nila ng client niya, no? So, sa kanila yun. But sa travel namin, kanya-kanya po yung gastos. Hindi po kami kuha sa isang common program. Kanya-kanya po hanap ng resources na mga bisita kayo.
Thank you, VP.
Thank you, kasi nandiyan yung minor na anak niya.